Ryan, thank you. Our team coverage continues with News 8's Katira Winfrey now. How are the roads where you're at right now, Katira?
Well, Phil, I just turned on Harding Street near Morris, and as you can see, the roads, well, as you'll be able to see in just a second, the roads are clear. Now, Harding Street is one of those roads that is heavily traveled by those big rigs, so 18-wheeler semis. As we get farther down the road, you may start seeing some truck stops. But the good news, especially for those folks out there driving those big trucks, those big rigs, it's nice to see that that snow we saw that's been packed down on the roads early this morning, it's gone. But as our meteorologists have been mentioning, in some of those areas, you'll start seeing the pooling of that melted snow over onto the sides, and that's when things can get a little bit sketchy. You can start worrying about hydroplaning and things of that nature. Now, if you tuned in a little bit earlier, we were on the north side of town over on Allisonville, and I was mentioning how you have those trees and that heavy snow brought some of those branches down. So in addition to the pooling you might see along the sides of the roads, you want to also pay attention to those tree branches that might be jutting out. But again, good news, so much better than what it was earlier this morning. So I'll send it back to you.
Katira, thank you. Let's bring in Garrett Bergquist. You tagged along with a DoorDash driver for his first time driving in the snow.
This turned out to be a busy day for meal delivery drivers with so many people working at home. For one driver, this was his first time driving in snow.
I got lucky today. Sometimes delivery locations make me go 7 miles.
While many in the Circle City stayed inside, Patrick Lazo was making the rounds.
I find it very therapeutic to work for myself as my own boss.
Lazo began making DoorDash deliveries this week. He says the orders picked up as the snow came in.
I've never driven in snow before. This is my first time driving in snow, and these are not snow tires, so it's been extra interesting.
Lazo came here from Los Angeles to go to college. This is his first time driving in a Midwestern winter. Fortunately, many of today's pickups and deliveries were around downtown. Slush was the most common issue on the roads, so he was able to make good time.
I think it is taking a little bit more time because I do have to be careful with driving. It does get a little scary when the wheels slip. But other than that, I'm still making good time on my orders.
Lazo says if you place a delivery order during a snowstorm, give drivers like him a little more time. So far, he says all of his customers have been friendly and patient.
What do you think your first Midwestern winter so far?
Oh, I love it. It's nice. It's a good temperature. I don't like the heat. I think that the cold is a very, it's a proper temperature for me.
Lazo says he wouldn't mind driving in snow more often, as long as it's not too much more than this. On the Circle, Garrett Bergquist, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.